Never let anybody see you sweat. So I was born in New York City, and I lived there until I was 8 years old. I realized that I was a much better talker than I was a listener. I don't know what to say, I just don't like what you're saying.
Sorry, Your Honor.
I ended up going to law school at Georgetown, and I was a prosecutor for Janet Reno. I loved it because it was so raw. Were you cheating on her?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All rise.
Our show will be a mixture of education, I think you're misreading the law a little bit, and entertainment. My main goal is justice and the law. That's been my legacy, and the legacy I hope to continue into the future with the show.
Rebecca Kimball claims her niece brought her boyfriend and toddler to her home, and that child broke her heirloom vase. Christian Parkers says Miss Kimball needed help moving and knew they had to bring their young daughter.
All right, Ms. Kimball, you are suing Mr. Parkers for $1,000 in negligence. Tell me what happened.
Your Honor, I was moving, and I invited my niece and her boyfriend, Christian, over.
So your niece is that lady right there? And
Yes.
your name is what, Ms. Rice?
My name is Kylie Rice, yeah.
Okay, and he is her boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay, how long have you known the boyfriend?
They started dating in high school. I can't remember how old.
I don't remember when they went to high school. Are we talking about 1 year or 8 years or 20 years?
5.
7 years.
7
Okay.
years.
All right, you invited them, is that what you said? You invited them to help you move?
I didn't want to invite them. I wasn't speaking to my niece for about 4 months.
Why?
Because of her relationship with Christian. I wasn't a fan, and I told her how I felt. And
Why weren't you a fan?
I mean, he's not driven. He's a terrible father. He emotionally and verbally abuses her. I mean, I'm like a mother figure to my niece, and I'm just looking out for her, and he's no good. I don't understand what she's
So why don't you move yourself?
I am moving myself.
I meant why did you call them and say, hey, I'm inviting you to, first of all, that's a hell of a thing to invite somebody to help you move, but anyway.
I understand how it looks, Your Honor. Essentially, I am getting rid of a lot of furniture pieces, and I'm trying to help my niece out.
Okay. All right,
And
so
my
you
thinking
ask
was-
her, you hadn't been talking to her, she'd been mad at you, you've been mad at her, and then you ask
Correct.
her, will you come and help me move? And she says what?
Well, she insists that Eliana comes, her daughter.
How old is Eliana?
She's 3.
Why didn't you just say, no, it's fine, don't
I
worry, you
did.
don't have to help me?
Well, she pushed back, and I mean, to me, I'm trying to rebuild my relationship with her. Her and I have always had a very close relationship, and he has pushed her away from me, and so I do agree.
Okay. So you end up telling her, yes, okay, and what's the theory, that Christian's gonna watch Eliana?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Why doesn't he just stay home and watch Eliana?
Well, that was what I wanted to happen.
So step on up, Ms. Rice, because I'm a little confused. Why is it that you insisted to have the baby come?
Well, Your Honor, I wanted the baby to come because the problem isn't just with me. My aunt's problem is with my boyfriend and with my baby, and family is the most important thing. So if she wants to rebuild with me, she needs to see him being a good father. She needs to actually spend time with him and the baby.
Okay. So then what was the theory? You guys show up there, and Christian's you're supposed to watch the baby?
As I did, Your Honor.
And that's your job, was to watch the baby, not help in the move at all?
Correct. Just the safety of our daughter so that they could spend some time together and that I could show myself as a present member of her family.
Okay. Have you sensed that Ms. Kimball doesn't like you very much?
From day one.
And why do you think she feels that way?
I will have to say it's respectfully a protection aspect. I think she really just wants the best for my partner, but...
And why aren't you the best?
That is the question I would
Well, no,
like.
I'm asking you, is there anything that she has said about you that rings a little true or anything like that?
She says I'm unmotivated.
Okay.
That because I work at a department store, that I don't have any aspirations, but I'm fresh out of high school with a child. I'm just getting whatever work I can to make sure that we have the diapers, the materials for cribs, everything that could support my next of kin. I personally see that as a perfect example of motivated and driven.
Okay.
It may not be in a professional manner, but as a family man, I feel as present as one could be.
He's a great father.
Buying
Okay.
diapers doesn't mean you're motivated, just to be clear.
Okay, but how much motivation are you expecting out of two people who ended up getting pregnant right after high school? What did you want him to be? You wanted him to wake up and be a lawyer or a doctor? Like, I'm not getting what,
I mean, he
it's
could be
not
in
like he
school.
hadn't worked. He was working. He was, they're both probably struggling. I mean, look, what ends up happening? You're supposed to watch the baby.
Correct, Your Honor.
And what happened?
I took our child upstairs so that she could be laid down for a nap.
Didn't you guys bring a playpen?
We did, yes. It was set up in the living room. We had been moving the kitchen, and then she said, can you move the baby out of the living room? So the baby needed a nap. She was really, really sleepy. We took her upstairs, and there was only
Did
one
she
bed
know
set
that
up.
you were taking her upstairs?
She does
I'm
not.
sure
she had
did.
stepped out
Okay.
to go buy some boxes, Your Honor.
So she was out when you decided to take her upstairs.
Correct.
Coming up on Justice for the People.
You have very strong feelings for someone who said, yeah, bring your kid.
I pushed back. I missed my
It's your
She
house.
said
Stop
this-
arguing. Hey, we're not at your house. We're in my courtroom.
And later,
At some point, you decided it was just too noisy, and what'd you do?
The cat just kind of ruined our friendship, even as us as roommates, so I had to leave, so I left.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with the case of Rebecca Kimball, who's fighting with Christian Parkers over a broken vase.
I looked for a room with a bed. The two rooms that had a bed packed up, I stepped out of, and I found one that was her room, the only one that had a bed available. I laid our child down, and I sat there keeping an eye over her.
And I kept moving.
It wasn't until Kaylee
I dropped a bunch
dropped
of books.
some boxes.
It's true. It was just too heavy.
I heard a loud crash downstairs. That is when I stepped out of the room to go check on her.
Your Honor, he was with me for 5 minutes, just making sure I was okay.
So then you come down, and you're there for 5 minutes, and then what makes you go back upstairs?
Well, our
My aunt
child
came home.
was unsupervised. That was my job.
Right.
I was only stepping away in the sense of urgency to make sure my partner
Right,
was
and then
okay.
did you go back in?
Yes.
Correct.
And
I
what'd
went
you
back.
see?
That is where I saw our child off the bed, crawling around a shattered vase.
And
Okay.
my aunt had come home at that time, so she saw it as well. We all went and saw it at the same time. It was just a happen of circumstance. To be fully honest with you, it all happened at the same time.
So everybody comes into the room at the same time, Ms. Kimball?
That is correct. But again, she should have been in her playpen. I don't know why she was left unattended
She's a baby.
on a
You
bed.
have very strong feelings for someone who said, yeah, bring your kid. Like, I just don't understand why
I pushed back. I missed my
It's your
She
house.
niece.
said
Stop
yes.
arguing. Hey, we're not at your house. We're in my courtroom. Okay? So how'd this work out for us, folks? Was it like, a Norman Rockwell family? She discovered that you guys are just so perfect for each other. And was the baby safe in a moving environment? How did this work out?
I would say it's a lose-lose situation,
Yes,
Your
it
Honor.
is. It's a lose-lose situation. That's right. Well put.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. All right. So she then texts you and says what to you?
She started raising a fuss saying I have to pay all this money for replacing her vase. And I will admit, Your Honor, I did snap. I called her bitter. She could cause drama in a room full of houseplants.
Did you?
Get a job, Christian.
Don't talk to each other. Was this by text?
It was through text.
Do you have the text?
We do.
Let me see. Capital letters. You need to pay for breaking my vase. Really? Eliana could have gotten hurt and you're worried about a stupid vase? That vase meant the world to me. Of course I care about her safety, but this is not right, Christian. You were supposed to be watching her. I was doing my job, Rebecca. You're just bitter. I'm not paying a dime. Do you have a picture of the vase?
I do. Before
When
and
you say it's
after.
an heirloom, you say that because it's been passed down?
Yeah. It's my grandfather's vase. Sorry.
What is this thing worth? Like, does anybody
I did look it
know?
up. It's worth about $150.
How do you know?
Because I looked it up.
You looked it up where? Online?
I looked it up online.
Do you
yes.
have anything to show
do
me
also
regarding that?
have-
So this is still made.
Yes.
Correct, Your Honor.
Is that a poinsettia, like it's a Christmas thing? Yeah, it's still made. If you can replace it for $150, why are you suing for $1,000?
I mean, this is emotional damage as well, Your Honor. This is a family heirloom. And this is also about negligence. This is also about taking responsibility for your actions, something that Christian doesn't know how to do.
Okay. There are two parts to every lawsuit. The first one is, he did me wrong, all right? So yeah, he done you wrong. The next question is, what is it worth? I know that this is a meaningful thing to you and you attach a lot of emotion to it, but there's no value to your emotion. There's no monetary value in a court of law to how important and meaningful something is to you. Because think about it. If courts are supposed to consider that, then it's worth more to you if you're sentimental, but the next guy, it's worth less because he's not quite as sentimental. Let's see just how sentimental these two are. You know, that's not really the business we're in. The business we're in is putting you in the position that you were in before the bad thing happened, and emotion is not something I can attach a number to. The law doesn't allow it. So I am going to find in your favor. I'm going to find in your favor in the amount of $150. And I wish this family luck in kind of getting past this, but I don't think y'all are there yet. I can say that, because if you're writing things like you're just bitter, that's a terrible idea, because when you write it, I always told my kids, say it, forget it, write it, regret it, okay? If it's in writing, it doesn't go away. That text, it's like you're still saying it every single day. If she looks at it, if she comes across it, that's not conducive to mending fences. And your entire attitude is not conducive to mending fences. It's not your place to pick her mate. He seems perfectly lovely. So maybe take it down a notch. Verdict for the plaintiff, $150.
All rise.
Judge Milian has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $150.
How did we get here?
I wish you the best.
You wish me the best? I've raised you like a daughter.
And look how you've treated me.
Kaylee.
Coming up,
I don't disagree with you, Mr. Frankel, that it's unbearable with a caterwauling cat. The problem is that, it's not like you didn't agree to the cat.
you're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. John Frankel claims he was forced to move after his ex-roommate adopted a stray cat that went into heat. Liam Grant says he did everything he could to address the problem, including trips to the vet.
Okay, Mr. Frankel, you are suing Mr. Grant, your former roommate?
Former
roommate.
roommate.
For $1,450 that you feel he should pay you because he breached your verbal contract of living peaceably together. What happened?
Well, Your Honor, I've known Liam we've been living together for 4 years, but all that changed once he decided to adopt a cat. The cat just became a nuisance, became extremely loud and noisy.
So meaning things were no longer going good?
No longer. The cat changed everything.
Well, when he decided to get a cat, did he consult you?
He did.
Okay.
I went with it because he really wanted the cat, but once it started making unbearable noise all day and all night, it was just an extremely loud, excruciatingly annoying noise. I mean, I have video to show you.
Do you? All right, let's see it. What's the cat's name?
Shelby.
Shelby wants a boyfriend.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, Shelby wants a boyfriend. That's I want a boyfriend. I speak cat. Had the cat not been spayed?
I took the cat to the vet 3 separate times. The first time they told me nothing was wrong with her. The second time, they did 2 tests. One test suggested that her hormones said that she had a botched spaying, and the other test came back inconclusive, so they were unsure of whether or not the spaying was done properly. And then I took her back a 3rd time to get the surgery actually performed.
What'd that cost you? Do you remember?
$500. On top of $200 and $700 for the other 2 visits.
Coming up,
Well, it was affecting work.
Yeah.
It was affecting my sleep. I mean, I was sleep deprived. I'm a light sleeper. He isn't. He didn't really care. I said, you need to get rid of the cat.
you're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with the case of John Frankel, who brought Liam Grant to court for breach of contract.
At some point, you decided it was just too noisy, and what'd you do?
Well, Your Honor, it was affecting my job. You know, I work in customer service. I do tech. With tech support, you know, my clients were starting to hear. They were hearing the cat
I
screaming
hear
in
stuff
the
like
back.
that all the time. I'll speak to customer service, and I hear "mommy," you know, and I'm like, they feel awful. I'm like, it's fine, you know. Anyway, go ahead.
Well, it was affecting work.
Yeah.
It was affecting my sleep. I mean, I was sleep deprived. I'm a light sleeper. He isn't. He didn't really care. I said, you know, you need to get rid of the cat, and he didn't want to. So,
but did he take too long in taking the cat to the vet? I mean, it sounds like he was taking the cat to the vet and trying to get to the bottom of the problem.
Well, he did, but the cat just kind of ruined our friendship, even as us as roommates. So I had to leave. So I left.
Okay, and moved in with someone?
I moved in with my girlfriend.
With your girlfriend. All right. And how much time was there from the time that the cat started crying till the time that the cat had the surgery?
It was 2 weeks exactly. And I texted him on the day where she got her surgery saying that the problem was fixed, he could come back. And he decided to stay with his girlfriend for an extra week.
Okay. Why didn't you come back?
I didn't think it was safe to go
How
back.
is this not just you decided to move in with your girlfriend and you want some of the rent back to help out with expenses?
Well, it was
because that's how it's looking.
It was basically work reasons. My boss even said, he's like, what is that noise? You can't be having
No,
that.
Listen, I don't disagree with you, Mr. Frankel, that it is unbearable to work from home with a caterwauling cat. I agree with you. It's very unbearable and it's not sustainable. The problem is that, you know, it's not like you didn't agree to the cat.
Judge Milian's verdict when justice for the people returns.
Is it fair for you to get rent back when it's not like he foisted the cat on you? And so, you know, if something happens, then the responsibility he has is to address it in a timely fashion. How did he not address it in a timely fashion? What did he do wrong?
Well, and not to mention it broke the terms of the lease. I mean, it says tenants shall peacefully and quietly have, hold, and enjoy the lease premises for the entire term of the lease. That didn't happen here.
Right, but when you say to him, yeah, you can have a cat, you think that at the first meow he's violated the lease, or at the second meow, or at the...
This cat is on another level. I mean, I've never...
No, I know. I've heard a cat in heat. I know what it sounds like. It sounds exactly like that. So I am hearing what I am hearing. I am not going to order Mr. Grant to pay you $1,450. There is nothing that he did that would create a legal obligation. You knew a cat was coming in, and he was all over it from the minute that it happened. So no, I'm not going to order him to pay you.
All rise.
Judge Milian has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's claim is denied.
Well, I hope you and Shelby live very happily together.
Don't mess with cats.
Okay. Exit this way, please. Make sure you grab all of your belongings.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.